Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. The proof is in the results. You know, leftists love to brag that their policies work. Listen, right-wing chud, our progressive vision of reimagining the way we police is proven. I don't know where they get off saying stuff like that, but they constantly do. And it's so ridiculous because they say this stuff with a backdrop of some of the most insane stories that you could possibly imagine. Everything's fine, they say. This is fine, as the building they inhabit is burning to the ground. It's the infamous meme, right? Well, we've been focused on putting leftist policies on blast, putting the leftist reality into clear perspective. Let's keep doing that, folks. We're in Oregon, we're in San Francisco. This is the reality of woke thinking and woke policies. We've got some stuff to get into. Let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so we're starting with this story right over here, which went viral around 2 weeks ago on Twitter. This ish has to end. Furious San Francisco sandwich shop owner is left with a huge gash across his head and a black eye after being punched in the face by a, quote, homeless man who was urinating on his trash. Peterson Harder, 39, posted a furious rant on Instagram sporting cuts to his head and a black eye, having been assaulted by the suspect who he posted a picture of. He claimed the suspect sucker punched him in the face on Wednesday when he confronted him outside Sandy's Mufu Lettuce in the Upper Haight area of the city. Harder appeared to be in shock and at a loss for words as he explained what had just happened to him. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
Everyone, this is Peterson with Sandy's. I just got punched in the face right now by some guy that was pissing on the street. And I'm really pissed off right now. I can't believe I live in a city where people can just piss on the street and come punch you in the face and get away with it. Guy just ran off. They're probably not going to find him. I'm fed up with this goddamn city. It's like, I can't just be outside and just running business without getting punched in the goddamn face. So I'm pissed off right now. I'm really pissed off right now. I don't know. I just needed to vent and I got to figure out what to do, but this, like, it shouldn't be this way at all. Like, this isn't how our city should be. I hope they find the guy. Yeah, pissed off. So I'm sorry that I'm venting to y'all, but yeah, I don't know what to do. It's like, at what point is it too much where you just like can't be on the street and tell some guy to stop pissing and get hit in the face? So,
you can just sense the frustration of people who are running businesses. Regular people, you know, the bedrock of society. You can sense the frustration of people who live in San Francisco. And of course, other cities that are similar. They can't exist. It's simply not safe in the streets. A lot of people tend to say, well, that's just living in a big city. And people who say that haven't traveled. If you've had the privilege to be able to travel in your life, and I mean really travel to all kinds of different places, then you know that that statement is simply cope. There's massive cities with social problems, poverty, extremely large populations, and there aren't any issues of feeling unsafe in these cities. Now, of course, with uncontrolled migration in certain places, that's no longer becoming true, but it's crazy that you could be in a developing country, in a city with 10 million people and poverty everywhere you look, and you feel more safe than you would in one of America's historic cities like San Francisco. That is an unacceptable reality, but it is the reality for people living there. You run a business there, good luck. Not only are you not safe, but there's no police presence, and even if there is police presence, there's no real police enforcement, and so essentially you kind of have to take matters into your own hand. Now, I'm not saying you have to be a vigilante, but in a way you need to police your own space. You have no choice. The cops are either not present, there's not enough of them, or they don't do anything. They're metaphorically handcuffed, and so when it comes to dealing with thugs, criminals, and homeless people, it's basically the wild, wild west out there. Good luck. That's essentially what these left-wing governments are telling small business owners. Just deal with it. I mean, no wonder nobody wants to live there anymore. And these situations pop up one after another. I mean, it's never ending. It's not just San Francisco. Oregon doctor blames defund the police movement after homeless suspect hurls a metal bottle at her, knocking her out. Now, obviously we can't play the clip because it's violent, but you pretty much get it. Just before 11 p.m. last Friday, Dr. Mary Costantino, a 50-year-old interventional radiologist and mother of two, was walking home from having dinner with an unnamed friend in Portland, Portland. While they were walking along, a man believed to be homeless hurled an aluminum water bottle at them, striking Costantino in the head. Just regular Democrat City stuff. You're having a beautiful dinner with a friend, walking home at night, maybe a little bit buzzed, in a good mood, trying to enjoy living the city life, and a crazed lunatic comes running down the street and throws a metal object at your face. You cannot convince me that this issue can't be rectified. These cities know all of these homeless people. They know all of these problem people. They're all on lists, literally. They all have rap sheets, pages and pages and pages long. They simply get returned back onto the streets every single time they're picked up. When's the insanity gonna end? Here's the victim giving her opinion.
We have a really big public crisis here. I don't think any of us are safe these days, and I think we don't have long to turn it around. I think we need to stop kind of dabbling in trial programs, and we need to get like real clear that if you are having a psychotic break or you are on drugs, you are not on our streets. And that is not said with a political slant. That's just said as a public safety first.
You could tell how scared she is to speak on that topic. There's this sort of left-wing ideological intimidation that exists in places like Portland. You're scared to say the truth that needs to be said because it's going to be perceived as political. People are going to call you a fascist. You know, we've obviously seen the shtick a million different times before. She's scared to say it, but you know exactly what she wants to say. These people need to be taken off the streets. I don't know how that kind of stance is controversial. There's violent, crazy people, literally violent, crazy people all over Democrat cities, openly abusing substances, going completely nuts, and the cities are doing nothing. They're too woke to prosecute because, of course, everyone's a victim. Everyone's a victim of circumstance, and nobody's responsible for their actions. And of course, on the other end, even with all the taxes that they're pulling in, with all the government revenue that they're generating, revenue, I can't believe they even call it that. It should be called what it is, theft. Even with all the monies generated, these city governments aren't putting together programs or facilities. They're doing absolutely nothing while pretending to solve the problem, pretending to care, be compassionate, provide help. But obviously they're doing absolutely nothing while virtue signaling, pretending to be the good guys. Meanwhile, citizens are getting victimized. Complete, utter Democrat insanity as we've been covering it. And it's important to keep covering it because, folks, these are the faces of the people who are really getting the short end of the stick. You cannot exist in these cities without the threat of being randomly assaulted by a homeless person. It's just insane. That is an insane standard. That's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. You know that we'd love to have you here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.